Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the show. I'm your charming self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk. Today we are jumping back into the Slormancer for our second session. It's been 48 hours since I last played this, so gonna have to remind myself how the controls work, but jumping back into it now. Continue game. That was kind of loud. Oh, no loading time. Okay. Let's see. Right click, left click. Okay. Pretty simple. Alright, should be good, should be good. Let's see. Hey, Muka chat. I have internet. I can watch a comment. Welcome back, Zonix. Hope you're doing well. Claria says, I tried the Misos meta event and lost when boss is at 1% health. I rage quit. Which boss? Do you mean Lextalion? The boss that's like at the beginning? Or something else? Let's see. Alright, so we need to go back to the prison. Yeah, alright, so our inventory is already clean, so that's good. The first one. Oh, wow. That is crazy. I have not yet seen it fail. I know it's possible, I just haven't yet seen it. Alright, there's the lever. It's a bit easy, don't you think? Oh god. Hey Mike, I just woke up from my nap. Did I miss the Overshoot giveaway? Yeah, I think you did. Is there more? Oh, I tried to hit the old man. Three, two. How many waves are there? You found a Slormancer. Yeah, yep. Slorm Reaper level 8. Is there more, or is that it? It says defeat waves 3 out of 8. Oh. There's more dudes over here. Honestly, this is great. We're getting XP really fast. More levels like this, please. Six out of 8. Slorm Reaper level 9. Guy hurts. Brian, I think it's over. Well, they seem to care a lot about this lever. Let's go now. More may come. Okay. Let's get the good stuff. Alright. Head out. Look at the names of the enemies. I was too busy dodging for my life. I didn't see it. Morning. Good morning. Hey, look, my nephew's turning 7. I was thinking about getting a new game for him. He's mostly played Minecraft, but he's starting to become interested in adventure-type games. Any recommendations? Okay, so to me, the most obvious, thing would be Minecraft Dungeons. Which is, you know, it's, as far as ARPGs go, it's a bit of a simple one. But, you know, it's in the Minecraft universe, so it might translate pretty well. Have you considered that one? Let's see, down here. Okay, so I think I can sell all that stuff. Let me head over here. Interesting. I haven't heard of that. I'll take a look. Yeah, it's, hang on. Minecraft Dungeons trailer. Give me just a second here. Alright, so Minecraft Dungeons is it's like this. Not like that, this is the camera angle, right? It's top down. It's kind of like an action RPG, like Diablo. But it's in the Minecraft world. And so it's, you know, hack and slash, and you pick up loot and use it, and you can build your character in different ways and stuff like that. I played it with Gabe, and he really enjoyed it. Oh, hang on, let me get the game capture back. There we go. Let's see, where is the shop? There she is, I went right past her. Alright, and sell. And there we go, okay. And let's check this. Fireworks still leveling up. 137 to 250. Aurora Maker. Yeah, this inner fire thing is not really doing much for me. I think for now I'm going to go back to that one. Okay. Let's head back to the prison. We've got one more lever to find before we're done there. Prison 7. Oh, and it's another one that's like right here. Fragments. These can be turned into Slormalines or Slimendrites by Frederick. Wait, 5 out of 8. That was a big circle. Ed the Beast. I think we're good. Lever is down. We have nothing else to do here. Let's get out of here. Let's get that. Alright. Head home. Well, getting to the first lever took a long time. The second and the third lever were pretty quick. Potential. One of your items has reached full potential, is ready to be reinforced. You can bring it back to Rick Manalan along with Slormite to do so. The potential of an item represents its experience and increases naturally during expeditions. Okay. Oh, not this guy. Hold on. Reforge, salvage, merge. Filterotron. Allows you to hide or transform pieces of equipment lying on the ground that you no longer consider relevant to you. Hide normal items unless the item has a pure okay. Hide normal items unless the item has a pure stat that's also a highlighted stat and has a perfect score. Wait, what? Oh. Automatically convert filtered items to that. Okay. Alright, hopefully that works. So that should take care of gray items from now on. Alright, are you the one I need to talk to? Let's see. Merge Slormites, no. Reinforce. Okay, so... What do I need here? Drop a Slormite here in order to use it on the selected equipment. Slormites have a level equal or higher than your item will give you better chances to successfully reinforce. Okay. CC plus 935. Okay, so the stats went up. And then it has to, like, level up again. Okay, interesting. So I guess I need more Slormites now. Oh, I had one more. Let's see, did you hit the little button on the filter to activate hiding common items? Did I? I don't know. I was trying to figure out how to do it. So... the gray is pushed in right now. I assume that means it's working. I don't know if there's something else I need to press. Next to hide normal items. Oh. I have to check that. Okay. Alright, got it. I thought it was this button here. Minion increased damage. I don't know if my sentry turret counts as minion. You can highlight stats that you want to highlight / keep in by clicking on them. I haven't played this long enough to know what stats I should be going for, so just kind of winging it. Storage room. We are now in the reserve. I rarely set foot here. There are always strange creatures lurking around. You're not afraid of spiders, I hope. Defeat the boss. Where is the boss? Do I talk to you again? There we go. I just step right in this spot. Ah, stun locked. Oh my god. I got webbed. flashy death animation. Nice. Not too bad. That was a very engaging fight. There was a lot going on there. Running in a circle, the tried and tested win. It worked. It worked. Need to keep going northward. Breach. Something with a big hit point bar. This archer guy. Got the money. This game looks good, to the wish list it goes. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. Noxxi gifted me this. It was like, I really like this game, you need to try it. And I was like, okay. And yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. Blue item. Grab that. We'll check it out in town. See. Aloran, the archmage of Adriat. Finally! Took you long enough. Do you enjoy letting old people be locked up in sordid places? I managed to get out of the breach by myself, but I can't find the way out of this damn prison. Well, let's not dawdle. Go back to the village, I'll follow you. Exit. Hey, MuklukChat. Hi, goddess. This corridor that was supposed to lead us to the dungeon has collapsed. We'll have to make a little detour. Nothing to worry about. You're not afraid of ghosts, are you? Aloran is back in town. Alright, let's find and talk to this guy and see what services he does. There you are. Did you get lost on the way? If you could be so kind as to stop dawdling, we have important business to attend. What a grumpy... He used to be my tutor. He lectured me all the time. I'm not done with you yet, Brian McRipped. Dead or not, you still have a lot to learn. Oh, he can see the ghost. You can see me? Of course. I'm old, but I'm not blind, you young rascal. But let's end this tearful reunion, young McRipped. We have important matters to discuss. I have in my possession some old grimoires that mentioned Magad's first invasion attempts. The writings refer to a mysterious place, the Slorm Temple, which seems to have played a major role in the defeat of Magad. I don't know what we'll find there, but it looks very old, so it must be important. We should head there. Extremely powerful artifacts are certainly waiting for us inside, that's a fact. However, it is quite difficult to get to the Slorm Temple, and even more difficult to stay there. We'll need you, Brian, and your teleportation abilities, but we'll also need Elder Slorm. It is an unstable form of Slorm found on the toughest enemies. There, you'll now be able to collect Elder Slorm. It's a bit like Slorm, but older. Venture out together and try to find a bit of Elder Slorm, then come back to me when you have enough. I will tell you how to get to the Slorm Temple. Okay. Let's see. Deposits. Alright. Let's see. Our chest plate can be reinforced. Do we have anything else that's really good here? You need Elder Scrolls now? Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe. Don't think I need any of that. Let's see, blacksmith. Where's salvage? Alright. Okay. So salvage that stuff. Merge fragments. Ah, no. The freaking achievement got in the way. Alright, let's do that. And let's go over to this guy now and see if we can reinforce anything. Okay. Critical reinforcement. Oh boy. Elemental damage, evasion. I wonder how many times they can be reinforced. Oh, I can just right-click them. That's way faster. Alright. Everything of mine that was reinforceable has been reinforced. Better, faster, stronger. Hey, Mike, can I ask something about Guild Wars 2? Yes, always. Go ahead. I took the liberty of coming with you. You're gonna need my help to break the curse that's at work here anyway. You'll have to stay close to me and protect me while I break down barriers that stand in front of us. Don't expect one of those escort missions where you have to keep waiting for the other one. Despite my age, I'm pretty fast, so don't dawdle. By the way, since I'm a bit of a softie, I've used a spell that binds us together. Any damage I take will be done to you. I hope you don't mind. Wow. Can you keep up? Look at him go. Yeah, he's zooming. It's actually kind of disorienting having him zoom around me all the time. Oh, that was painful. That was quite the choke point they had there. Just resting for a second here. Let's see. Elisa says, thank you. I was into Celestial equipment recently. I have a blast of Berserker soloing every hot hero point, Mushroom Queen. I have 90% success. Is Selly Firebrand capable too of soloing that hero point? Also, pretty good game you're playing right now. Thank you. So Celestial takes any class and makes them pretty solid. Like, there's really not a class that doesn't do okay with Celestial. The thing is, like, you know, jack of all trades, master of none, right? So, like, a Berserker, geared power user would do more damage with power than a Selly geared one. A Viper geared Condi user would do more damage than a Selly geared. But Selly also has high toughness, high vitality, you know, high everything. So, you can take almost any class, throw them in Selly gear, and they can go toe-to-toe with some strong stuff, because they don't die as easily, and they still do okay damage. It's also very popular in, like, World v. World, you know, for the same reasons. A bit of, good, not great, but good damage, good survivability. Open world as well. I would say if you're specifically looking for builds that can go toe-to-toe with things like hero points, there is another YouTuber, whose name I'm going to put in the chat, named Lord Heisen. And if you search him on YouTube, his channel is full of him soloing stuff that should not be soloable, like legendary bounties and raid bosses. If you really want to copy a build that can do insane stuff, I recommend him. But if the question was limited to just Selly stuff, yes, Selly be fine. Let's see, I need to go south. Immortal Arrow unlocked. Okay, let's see. Immortal Arrow. You fire an Immortal Arrow that will pass through target area multiple times, doing 550 to 840 damage. Whenever you cast Immortal Arrow, you can give it up to 3 instructions. 2 + 1 for every 3rd mastery level. Immortal Arrow will then execute these instructions before coming back to you. While Immortal Arrow is not being cast, a Wandering Arrow fights by your side and automatically targets and strikes random enemies within a 4-yard radius, doing damage and applying Wandering's Ward to enemies hit. Immortal Arrow deals 50% increased damage to enemies with Wandering Ward. Okay, that sounds really fun. I definitely want to try that. Alright, what is this? Wandering Arrow does increased damage for each instruction given to your last arrow. Immortal Arrow deals increased damage for each completed instruction. Immortal Arrow can receive +1 instructions. Alright, I need to figure out how to... Okay. So if I do... So I can, like, draw, and it will follow where I draw. Huh. That's kind of cool. So I can hold down the button, or I can, like, click, click, click. Like that. I'm sorry, did that poison everything? That's pretty cool if so. Let's do that. So I can do like click, 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 click. Or I can just like kind of swipe the mouse. Active abilities, paint by numbers, wandering arrows if you just have it passive. Let's see. Immortal Arrow has 25 mana on kill. Mana on kill is equal to 19% of Immortal Arrow's mana cost. Immortal Arrow has additional Ancestral Strike chance for each yard between you and it. Immortal Arrow can trigger Inner Fire. Immortal Arrow has an additional 6% Inner Fire chance. Whenever Immortal Arrow hits an enemy affected by Wandering Ward, it triggers an Immortal Blast in a random direction, dealing 91 to 130 skill damage to enemies hit. In a random direction? Let's get the Inner Fire. That might go well. Hold on, I've got that other Inner Fire Slorm Reaper. That one. Can try those together. Good morning, MuklukYoutube. Hey, Smashy. Oops, sorry for the landing. I couldn't find anything better. The prisoners who are locked up here look tough. Be careful. This is fun, but also awkward. This is definitely gonna take some getting used to. definitely getting inner fire more often now. Oh, he's slorming. Yeah! The favorite part of this game. When your character yells, it's slorming time, and just slorms all over those guys. Let's see. Ulysses says, I see him recently. Copy and adjust the Selly Zerker build has. Also, I can solo with Zerker Gear Blade Sword and every hot HP on hot thanks to Zakharos. Try to search on the net videos about Selly brand holding stuff on hot. I get nothing, even with AI helping me search. Are you planning on doing the new PoE League? I am not. I very much enjoy PoE. I've got 2,000 hours in it. I've made a few guides for it even. However, right now there's just so many games I want to play that I would rather focus on those than play PoE for the 100th time. It is a great game. I would recommend it to folks, but it's just not what I want to do right now. Mastery leveled up. What do we got? Turret Syndrome leveled up too. What are these? Whenever a trap is triggered for the first time, it rearms. Don't have any traps. You have plus LE resistance. Light arrows shot by ballistas within 2 yards from you inherit your projectile modifiers. Whenever you cast Turret Syndrome, cooldown time reduced by 3% for each stack of Serenity. You have plus Pierce chance, Fork chance, and Rebound chance. While Turret Syndrome is on cooldown, you have plus Evasion. When you reach Tormented, the next skill you cast has additional life on hit. Let's take the Evasion. And what do we got here? You have an additional Wandering Arrow. Wandering Arrows have an additional crit chance for each instruction given to last one. Whenever Immortal Arrow completes an instruction, if you are delighted, Immortal Arrow will do 7% increased damage for the rest of its duration. Otherwise, your Serenity is increased by 1. Okay. Immortal Arrow has an additional crit chance for each instruction previously given. While Immortal Arrow has not completed any instructions, it stuns enemies hit for the next 2.2 seconds. So the first one it hits. Let's get the additional arrow. That sounds too freaking good. Alright, Almarolus. You took your time to free me. At least I've had some time to study around there, and I think I can help. I'll see you back at the village. Stab. Mastery 8. Aprius the Archer. All the ringleaders are dead. Let's get back to the village. Okay. The sound effects, the arrows remind me of that defense game I played where you're beset by night as you defend a city. The Age of Darkness? Hang on. Which is the Age of Darkness Final Stand, I think? I think that was this one. That was a very fun game. Grottagram is waiting for us in the next area. Let's go. Almarolus is back in town. Alright, let's see what they do. Thanks to what I saw in the breach, I was able to retrieve useful information. I just spoke with Palstrang, and we were able to combine our knowledge to expand your field of action and precision of the shovel compass. You'll now be able to go on more dangerous expeditions and find much better rewards. Good luck. Okay. Not that one. Not that one? A different defense game where you're beset by night as you defend a city. Wait, what was the one that was like a roguelike? Last Spell? Are you thinking of Last Spell? Let's see, green. Yeah, I don't think I need... I don't think I need these. Let's see. And... salvage. Where's that one? Let's do that. Okay. Colossus of Adriart. Start. Let's see. Beware, Grottagram and his gang can't be far away. Grottagram is very powerful. You won't be able to defeat him with usual methods. You'll have to find something else. Good luck. Vague. Let's see. Alright, so we're not using this now. Let's go back here. You reach from to get poison knowledge. This. Whenever stab applies poison to an enemy, it also applies a poison to nearby enemies. Whenever you hit an enemy with stab, if twice the damage of stab would kill the enemy, stab deals twice its damage instead. That's cool. While delighted, stab has additional 1.5% life leech on poisoned enemies. Stab's recast have 0% of your recast chance to recast again. This chance is equal to 5% of your melee recast chance, which is currently 0. All right. Let's get that. Stab does increased damage for each equipped and active upgrade and passive with poison effects. Okay, so... I think I can refund this stuff right now. Okay. That is really costly. Immortal arrow can trigger inner fire. Oh wait, immortal arrow can, not wandering arrow. Okay, so I don't know if wandering arrow can trigger inner fire. Is there a game, solo multi-room RPG, where you can recommend a game like Guild Wars 2? Don't recommend Guild Wars 1, haha. A game like Guild Wars 2. So first-person RPG. Well, not first-person, sorry. Third-person RPG with story elements. Hello. Oh, I got stunned. Crap. Oh my god. Alright, that was messy. Look at this beautiful belt. Adam Nostris will certainly like it. We should take it back to him. ... The destroyer of indestructible and unbreakable seals doesn't seem to be there. Doesn't look like it's in the room either. Let's go back to the village. More enemies could come at any moment. False lead. Grottagram did not have the destroyer of indestructible and unbreakable seals. We should go talk to the king. You have pretty good skills with AoE danger zones. I mean, I got stunned like 4 times. I didn't do that good. Took me a second to realize that they were not circles, they were donuts. Grottagram's golden belt. It's gorgeous. I'm going to look so good with this. I made a promise, I'm keeping it. Here's a new ancestral stone. I don't know about you, but I really want to modernize my cane for something a little more spectacular. A former apprentice of Oleron had a beautiful one. It may still be in his academy. So now he's got the belt and the hat. I wonder if we're, like, decking him out to be the final boss. That would be kind of funny. Let's see. Where's the ancestral thing? There it is. Okay, so we've got another one of these. Elemental damage. Let's see. Well, this aura's toggled on, you have plus LE damage. Draw a light seal at the target location for 6 seconds while standing on a light seal, and whenever a shield globe is created, a second shield globe is created. Hey everyone, it's Wednesday. What's up, Soap? I remember when his quest line was added, I had to go back to the story to find all his stuff. Movement speed, cooldown reduction, attack speed. Your ancestral strikes create a thunderbolt. LE damage, ice resistance, lightning resistance, armor. While this aura is toggled on, you have elemental resistance, and enemies within 2 yards radius are chilled. Plus raw damage. Evasion, elite damage reduction, LE resistance, melee damage reduction. Plus mana regen while channeling focus. I don't know what channeling focus means in this game. Plus mana on hit, mana on hit, mana on kill, max mana. Ardent Strike. Anti-strike hits 4 fireballs. Just get that for now. We can always refund it if we change our mind. Alright, so we need to talk to the king. How? Grottagram didn't have the Destroyer of Indestructible and Unbreakable Seals? I swear to God, if it's like in his pocket and he forgot about it. Oh dear, what will become of us? Where is that damn thing? My lord, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. And it so happens that in my extreme innocence, I was able to possibly buy a trinket or two from this Grottagram guy. And it could be that one of them fits the description of the Destroyer of Indestructible and Unbreakable Seals. I use it as a paperweight. I think it looks good. ... Well, speak. Where is your paperweight? In my office, my lord, on top of a pile of papers, on top of my tower, which happens to be infested by monsters. Our adventurer will be happy to take care of it, won't she? Go to the Mage Academy of Olorin in the big tower right in the middle of the village and find us that paperweight. The Destroyer of Indestructible and Unbreakable Seals. Okay. Down this way. While channeling focus is on the node called focus that gives you the focus skill. Okay. Great Hall, level 25. Hi Muck, thank goodness you're here. I wanted to ask you something. When I saw this game on your second YouTube channel, what does 1 in your skill bar do? It's from my necklace. No, is it ring? The ring. It's emergency healing. Restore 21% life. But I've never gotten low on life, so I've never had to use it. So it's from this item. We're in the Great Hall. Here you can admire the portraits of the illustrious founders of our 4 great houses that make up the Academy. Archmage, Timpapotamus, Obliticon, and Necromanchovi. It is in these houses that the students are divided when they arrive. But enough chit-chat, let's get going. My office is located at the end of the Great Hall. Alright, so are we killing monsters or students right now? I'm actually not sure which. How many MacGuffins are in this game, and why is the answer yes? I mean, so far we've just been looking for one MacGuffin, it's just never where we look for it. Not you. Let's see. You can turn off the little motion the camera does to follow your cursor. You know what? I might like to do that. take those. Let's try that out. Hey, yellow item. Okay, that was a lot of stuff. Guess that's it for that area. I didn't really have an answer for you for an RPG like Guild Wars 2. I've played a lot of games. I think the best thing I can offer you for that question is there was a couple of, let me see, I'm finding the tier list. Just a second. I'm pulling something up right now. Okay. If you're interested in my opinion on this topic, at the end of the last 3 years, I did a tier list for each of the games I played, and I talked about what those games were like and what I thought about them. So, among these 3 videos, I'm basically reviewing 300 games. If you want it, there is links to that playlist, and you're welcome to like hear my thoughts on all those games and which ones are like Guild Wars 2 or RPGs or whatever. I can offer that, but I can't immediately think of something that would perfectly fit that description. Strange, the magic staircase to my office is gone. We'll have to rebuild it. The mechanism to create a magic staircase to my office is quite simple. We need to find the emblems of the 4 houses of the academy in order to reform the school crest. Once we have all 4 emblems, the staircase will reappear and we will be able to access my office. Let's start with the Archmage emblem, which should be in their dormitory right next door. Next, we'll need to find the Tempopoptimus emblem and the Obliticans, and finally the Necromanchovies. Onward. Okay. That's my bag. That's fine. Let's see. Resistance max life. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put that on. Let's see. Hello, Monkey friends. Hi, Soval. Will there be a review for 2025? Yep. I think there will be, like, last year was 110 games. This one's certainly going to have less than that, because, like, some of the games, like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, that took so much time. That was not a short game. Stuff like that. We're in Archmage Dormitory. We need to find the Archmage emblem, which should be somewhere in this area. Hang on, I need a drink. clear speed is certainly getting better. Immortal arrow is really nice. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. 26. Enrique the Gardener. Morning, milady. Don't hit me. I'm a zombie, but I'm a good person. I'm Enrique, milady. I'm the king's gardener. See you in the village. Pick up our first emblem. Let's get out of here. My first build was Immortal Arrow Walking Sim. I loved it. We have an emblem in our possession. 3 more will have access to my office. We now have access to the planetarium to get to the Tempopoptimus Bastion. Enrique is back in town. Alright, let's go see what Enrique does, if anything. My name's Enrique, milady. I'm the king's gardener. You know, I was Slormanced when I was a kid and even turned into a zombie, but it's weird because I'm really still normal, only my skin is decomposing. Mr. Aloran said that I was an oddity of nature, but that he could do nothing for me. Don't worry, it could be worse. I could be a skeleton, or one of those horrible ghosts. Okay. Let's go to the blacksmith. Let's see. What is that? War Tower +4. Okay. Let's see, merge fragments. Let's see if any of our gear is ready to be leveled up. Yes. Alright. Very mildly annoying that when you pull an item out of the mat storage and then you're done using it, it doesn't go back to the mat storage. It's a small thing, but... let's go through the planetarium as soon as possible. The Tempoptimus house is a little further on. Okay. I'm stuck. actually do not know what is giving the immortal arrows poison. Like, I've got poison on stab, but I don't know why I have poison on the immortal arrow. Like, those guys didn't get poisoned, so it's not on the wandering thing. So right there, that did. So the active is poisoning, but the passive is not. Support passive? Oh, immortal arrow applies poison. Right here, acidic arrowheads. Okay. Got it, thank you. I got that support before I had immortal arrow, and I didn't realize it was going to affect it. Let's see, Windshark says, Mike, why did you choose Tuesday to be the day of the week when you play Guild Wars 2? Is it because Guild Wars Tuesday is a nice read to, or because the day we usually receive new news about the game? The latter. Frequently when there's new updates and that section of Twitch is at its peak, it's on Tuesdays. So I was like, alright, if I'm gonna pick a day of the week to devote to Guild Wars 2, it should be this one. But the Guild Wars Tuesday thing was something that came to me later. Next mission. You can right-click to use a single item from the mat storage. Also, if you right-click your item to upgrade it, the update yesterday should put the appropriate Slorm bit in for you magically. Automagically. I will try that. Okay. The Tempoptimus house. This was my house when I was a student here. Do you know how the students are divided into houses? Thanks to the Doubtful Sock Ceremony. The Doubtful Sock Ceremony takes place when new students arrive at the academy. The illustrious Doubtful Sock is placed on the foot of the new student and decides based on purely random criteria and without any form of objectivity to which house he or she will belong. The students are distributed among the 4 houses, Archmage, Tempoptimus, Oblitican, and Necromanchoves. However, the Doubtful Sock is as old as the Academy. It has been completely senile for several centuries and its choices no longer make any sense. But old traditions are old. Wow. Dang, that was a lot. You gonna do 3 of those? Next mission. certain, but I think the guys that are making the big bubbles are blocking projectiles, because I think I have to step through the bubble to get them. Ooh, little lag spike there. Next mission. The big bubbles do block projectiles. The elite versions have an extra ability to make it more annoying. Great. Honestly, I found Hogwarts Legacy to be fun in its own way, not groundbreaking, but enjoyable. I was gifted Hogwarts Legacy from one of you. I have not got around to trying that one yet. We're in the Obliticans' dormitory. Beware of their fearsome powers. The students may be dead and possessed, but they're still very dangerous. So we are fighting the students. That's horrifying. Let's see. You have Life Leech, or whenever you cast Turret Syndrome, you lay down a trap instead of Portable Ballista. Turret Syndrome has less cooldown. Why would I want a trap instead of a ballista? Like, what? I should get this out too. I can't imagine a situation where I would want that. Get Life Leech for now. Hey Muck, your lonely tower fractal guide helped me and a pug get through our first time trying to say thank you for that. You're very welcome, Plodrick. I'm glad to hear that helps people. I have a confession to make. I have not... I think I've been back to Lonely Tower twice since I made that guide. I really loved that fight where you fight Ceres and Deimos at the same time, but I really hated the final boss. So I've hardly done it since. Something blue up there. What is that? Okay. Mortal Arrow. Additional crit chance for each traveled yard. When a mortal arrow comes back to you, your attack speed is increased for each enemy hit. Whenever a mortal arrow deals damage to an enemy affected by Wandering Ward, it consumes Wandering Ward, and the current instruction is repeated. This effect can occur once per instruction. Whenever you apply Wandering Ward, you gain 1 Impatient Arrow stack up to 5. When you cast Immortal Arrow, your Impatient Arrow stacks are consumed, then has 2% chance for each consumed stack to trigger Shockwave every time it completes an instruction. Dealing damage to enemies within 1 yard radius. You have 2 additional Wandering Arrows. I'm totally going for that, oh my god. Yeah, I gotta save up for that. More flying arrows. Okay. Got that quest item. This is good. Hey, Henry. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Fireball traps immobilize and inflict bleed. At least they do for one of the huntress's other spells. I have a bad feeling. Someone purposefully locked my office. And oh my god, has no reason to do so because he doesn't know we're looking for the destroyer of indestructible and unbreakable seals or even where it is. Someone else must be at work here, but who? We're the usual muck with pet build in all games. I mean, I'm working on getting a bunch of arrows that are, you know, smart. We now have 3 emblems. Using them as catalysts, I should now be able to help you by taking control of some of the enemies that can assist you. Keep going. What? 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 Who is this and why is she helping me? What? Now there's 2 of them. This is getting out of hand. Well, whoever just asked for a pet build, apparently we're doing it. The Ancestral Legacy Bow. New Slorm Reaper found. Plus elemental damage, plus power crystal. Reaper damage is added to elemental damage instead of skill damage. Power crystals are rotating around you, firing piercing crystal shards every second, doing 34 elemental damage to enemies hit. Crystal shards can deal ancestral strike damage and trigger critical strike effects and ancestral strike effects. Crystal shards have a critical strike chance and ancestral strike chance equal to yours. Reaper damage is added to LE damage instead of skill damage. So does that mean my skills would get weaker? Alright, so like right now, hang on. This does 1450 to 2300. Now it does max of 1700. Yes, my skills got weaker. In exchange, I have this little crystal around me that casts gun. Why are there so many witches following me? This is a lot of stuff going on. Oh my gosh. What was the gold item? Belts. Damage reduction. Crit strike, overdrive damage, any fire chance. I guess. Look what I found in the library. The illustrious doubtful sock. It doesn't smell very good, and it's not very powerful, and it's not much use anymore. I'm giving it to you. Don't thank me. Getting around 30 Elder Slorms should be more than enough for a first expedition. The doubtful sock. 201 evasion, 306 max life, 141 armor. Equip the doubtful sock to determine which house you belong to. I don't believe it is telling me which house I belong to. Let's go back to this one for now. Actually, I need to clean up the bag. Blacksmith. Hi, kid. Need to reforge something? Yes. Yes, I do. I don't want to read all that. Oh, as a master, you will be able to find another type of stone, Slormandrites. Slormandrites are harder to find, but they are also very useful. Like Slormites, you'll be able to use find them on your enemies. Good luck. Let's see. Oh yeah, to the person who said that you can just right-click it and it'll autofill the thingy, you're right. Okay. We are reinforced. Get that going. Still can't get that yet. Alright. It's a new feature as of yesterday. Wow. Well, it's good. Let's see. Good thing with this game, you can turn a level and grade them to an in-game legendary if you have enough Mulan Stormite. The necromanchovies use duplication techniques. Be careful, it can get out of hand. Slormandrites. Waiting for cooldown. Corey Ironbender, retired Reapersmith. Thanks for your his portrait. He's too short for the portrait. Thanks for your help, girl. My name is Corey Ironbender. Don't worry about me, I'll find my way back. Let's meet in the village. Alright. Any orange furball sightings? Last I saw him, he was in the window in the dining room catching some sun. Find the emblem complete. We now have all 4 emblems in our possession. The stairs to my office should be accessible again. Let's go. Talk to Corey. Alright. Let's go talk to Corey. Oh, I see you own a Slorm Reaper. There are dangerous weapons. I hope you don't do anything stupid with them. Long time ago, I personally forged some of the most powerful Slorm Reapers, but that's all in the past. Too many people have used my weapons for evil. I'm still blacksmith, but I'm sticking to forging things that are completely harmless, like spoons and buckets. I don't make anything sharp anymore. Too dangerous. No size, no pickaxes, no forks. Horseshoes at the most. I feel like I can if I feel like I can trust the customer. But I guess you're not interested. You don't have a horse. So good luck with your little adventures. And if you ever are looking for a spoon, you know where to find me. What? Okay. This is my office. Alarin, evil twin. Here's the troublemaker, and with my brother besides. Alarin, my evil twin. Still a fool, I see. But I know what brings you here. Like me, you seek the ancient scroll of forbidden techniques that grants limitless power to its owner in order to rule the world. ... But it's too late for you! The scroll is in my possession. Your journey ends here. Have a taste of my brand new technique, multi-cloning. Oh my god, what? That was a lot of stuff. Alarion left his staff. We should take it back to Adam Nostris. Look how beautiful and shiny it is. He's gonna like it for sure. The destroyer of indestructible and unbreakable seals. It's not very impressive. It looks like a rusty key. It's definitely the destroyer of indestructible and unbreakable seals. I was afraid Alarion might have stolen it. This trinket cost me a fortune. Let's go back to the king. Proceeds to ignore the boss gimmick. I didn't see a boss gimmick. I saw a guy with health, and I had the tools to make that health go to 0. Complete all missions from the Mage Academy. Done. Pure stats. You found equipment with pure stats. Pure stats offer a better effect than normal stats, but are quite difficult to find. If you ever decide to reforge them at Friedrich's, they will turn to normal stats. What? Why is it pointing at this item? Which item has pure stats? This one? Plus 2% melee damage reduction. Okay. Hello? Hello there! Hi, kid, do you have an item that needs reforged? Yes. Oh, I gotta go turn in the clothes to the guy. Alarion's staff. It will make me a perfectly suitable cane. Promise made, promise kept. Here's another ancestral stone. I'm starting to look pretty good. Right up there with the times. It's getting cooler, and I could definitely use an extra layer. I'm counting on your talent to find me something both comfortable and modern. I have no idea. Your primary and secondary skills now imbued with shadow. Shadow skills do increase damage. Shield globes created an area periodically. Shield globe lasts 3 seconds. Picking it up shields you and prevents the next 87 damage. Draw a light seal. Imbued with lightning. Whenever you hit an enemy with a lightning imbued attack, you trigger an electric arc doing 1 to 7 elemental damage to a random nearby enemy. View to the ice. The next skill you cast applies soulbound to enemies' hits. Soulbound does skill damage per second and heals you. Stops you lose sight of the enemy. I'll try it out. Oh, we got an achievement for maxing something out here. Okay. What house did the sock place him in? It didn't. It lied. It said when I put it on, it would. Oh wait, no. Now it says, "I see courage and cowardness. You must be Timpopotamus." Courage and cowardness? I got both of them. My lord, we return to the destroyer of indestructible and impenetrable seals. At last we can open the great castle gate and face. Oh my God! What's that thing? This rusty key is not the destroyer of indestructible and unbreakable seals. It's the breaker of destructible and surmountable portals. It has absolutely nothing to do with anything. Curses! Gratogram fooled me. So all that time in the tower was for nothing? ... We're back to square one. I may have an idea. If we can't go into the front door, we could go through a secret passage. There are always secret passages. Alistair, my good man, is there a secret passage to the castle? My lord, brilliant idea. There is indeed a secret passage whose entrance is in the gardens and which then crosses the royal wing to the throne room. But the portal to the gardens is closed. It is hopeless. ... If only we had found the destroyer of indestructible and unbreakable seals instead of this useless breaker of destructible and surmountable portals. ... Ah, my lord! We should use the portal breaker on the portal that leads to the gardens. Clever! We found the portal breaker at the right time. The coincidence is quite fabulous. It seems that fate is on our side. Or that the writer doesn't know what he's doing. Well, go to the gardens and find the secret passage to the castle. The secret passage is at the very end of the gardens. And the place is currently overrun with all sorts of bugs. Good luck. Bows and roses. Welcome to the gardens, milady. Since I'm the gardener, I'll come with you. The garden is big and full of mysteries, so you might need my help to not get lost. But I'm no good at fighting. I'll try to be discreet, milady. Level 30. it roguelike or more Diablo-like? The story... Okay, I haven't died yet in the game, so I actually don't know what happens if you die. But I am pretty sure... Hang on. I'm pretty sure the, there's these things called expeditions. I think those are roguelike. I'm pretty sure those are randomly generated, and you kind of, like, go and go and go until you wish to cash out. And if you die, you lose everything that you had gotten on that run. The story bit that I am doing right now does not feel like a roguelike. Reaper level 22. Wait, I missed something back there. Ah, portal. He says, "Don't leave me, milady." Are there? 6 out of 8 ways. Okay. Ah! Stun locked against the wall there for a minute. That hurt. Scratch. Damage dealt by zombie peasants is doubled for each stack of scratch. Okay. You have plus 20% damage to elites for every elite within 10 yards. It's Diablo-like, and you keep the stuff you get in the expedition mode that you tried. Oh, do you? Can you read, milady? Because I don't know how to. But there are signs in this part of the garden. You'll have to read them if you don't want to get lost. Letting my health regen for a second here. Look, have you ever played Titan Quest? Yes. I played Grim Dawn, and then afterward I found out that, like, the makers of Grim Dawn had made a game called Titan Quest in the past. And then I booted up Titan Quest, and it very much felt like an older Grim Dawn, because, you know, there was many features in Grim Dawn that Titan Quest did not have. It was fun, though. But yeah, I played it through one time, like, way after its heyday. Jean-Pierre. Mugaba, thanks. I'm going back to my stove. The meal is not going to prepare itself. I'm going back to the village alone, and no, I don't need help. Okay. They're making Titan Quest 2, though. And I am looking forward to it. Like I said, I enjoyed Titan Quest. I enjoyed Grim Dawn. Funny enough, before Guild Wars 2, Grim Dawn was the game that I played that I had the largest following on. It wasn't a lot. 20 viewers on a good day. But it's true. Read. It reads, I'm tall when I'm young, I'm short when I'm old, what am I? You have to solve the riddle to find the right path. A candle? A candle certainly fits the requirements, but... Oh, there's like things on the ground. Mushroom or candle. Okay, well then between the two of those, it's absolutely a candle. What profession would you pursue if your streamer career suddenly collapsed? I would say it's my wife's turn to go work. I can be a stay-at-home mom. No, I don't know. I don't know. I would say not tech support. I would rather flip burgers than go back to tech support. I don't want to do that again. Even if it pays decently. I don't want to do that again. It's soul crushing. Alright, let's see. This is on. Alright. Here we go. 2 additional wandering arrows. Oh my god. 4 arrows. 4 floaty arrow pets. What is soul crushing? IT? No, tech supports. Like, talking to people that are already mad before they get on the phone with you day in and day out for years on end. That is soul crushing. It, like, shaves away at your soul. I'm not saying IT, because IT, like, you can have someone who just, they can be a programmer, and they could be in the back room just plugging away and not having to talk to people, and they could be living their best life, right? I'm talking about when you're the person on the phones that people call when they're mad. That's the thing I'm saying is sucks. Chat on a bad day. No, I'm allowed to kick and ban you guys. I didn't even read this riddle. I was just going. I'm a room, yet I have no doors or windows. What am I? Mushroom. Oh, wow. If not for the picture on the ground, I never would have guessed mushroom. So is every job where you work with customers or other humans? I disagree. So for 7 years, I worked at a hotel and I was at the front desk. So I was doing customer service, but I wasn't doing a job where people were calling in with okay, with tech support, people don't call you to do anything other than get things fixed, right? They call in when things are broken, and some of them are handling that situation well, and some of them are not. With, customer service, there's many people that just show up, buy the product, and then leave, right? Which at a hotel was just rent a room. The hotel front desk customer service is nowhere near as soul eroding as the tech support thing. And I occasionally had to deal with crazy things, like drunk guys sleeping in the hallway in the middle of the night, person choking, had to, save their life, call, get the police there, or get an ambulance there, I mean. But, like, I occasionally had to deal with weird stuff, being basically babysitting 150 rooms worth of adults each night. But it was still, like, it's very different. It's very different. Looks like arrest that man who's choking in the lounge area. No. Dude, that was a scary day. There was this lady, she was in a room, right? And she calls the front desk. I don't know why she called me and not 911, but she calls the front desk. And she's like, ew, basically like, help, like, I can barely breathe, help. And I'm like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna put you on hold, I'm gonna call 911. And I call 911, and they're like, we're on our way, we'll be there in like, 3 minutes. And the front door took a key card. And in my head, it was like time slowed down, and I was like, okay, do I run upstairs and try to help this woman? I don't know if she needs like a Heimlich or if it's like a allergic reaction, right? Because if it's like the Heimlich, I can help. If it's anything else, I can't. And I was like, the front door though, like 911 can't get in the front door without the key card. I could prop the door open, and then I was just imagining, what if in the next 2 minutes, someone is like, why is the door propped open? And then they unprop it, and then it locks the front door. And then that delays 911 getting there, and then this person dies because of it. And like, dude, I was sitting there for like, it was like 2 minutes. But I was stressed out of my freaking mind, because I was like, if I pick the wrong thing, this lady could die. And what I ended up opting to do was stay downstairs, because she was talking on the phone. I'm like, okay, she's getting some airflow. I'm gonna stay downstairs. I'm gonna keep the door open, make sure that they can get in as fast as possible. And then she ended up making it, but dude, it was scary. I was like, yo, I should not be making these decisions. I'm here to fold towels and check people in. What about tech repair? I've never done tech repair. If you're asking, like, would I be up for doing it? I mean, I would need training. 'Cause I don't think I'm qualified in that. Like, I can assemble a computer from parts, but finding if something is broken, like there's a chip not seated somewhere, I don't know that I could do that currently. Oh, there was a riddle here and I didn't see it. It reads, I have to be broken before I can be used. What am I? An egg. You should know about the egg. Hey Mike, I've got a Guild Wars 2 related question. If I craft Eternity with Memory of Twilight and Memory of Sunrise, do I get not account-bound versions of Eternity, or does it just get added to my Legendary Armory? It would just get added to your Legendary Armory. You would not get a sellable version, no. Whoopi, thank you for the Prime sub, appreciate you. Loved you in Sister Act. Soap says, turn it off and on again, make sure it's plugged in, that fixes most problems unironically. It does, but like when we say most problems, we might be like 51%. However, it truly does. That is why that dumb question, did you turn it off and on again? That is why tech repair, or tech support, sorry, asks that when you call in. Because, and sometimes you gotta be, oh God. People, like even smart people can have moments where they have a dumb, right? It happens to me all the time, all right? So instead of saying, is it plugged in? You gotta see, oh, can you double check the plug on the back, make sure nothing's come loose? Which gives them a chance to kind of gracefully be like, oh yeah, it did come loose, and save face. Because if you're like, did you plug it in, big boy? Yeah, then they're like, rah, and they fight you. But if you're like, oh, can you make sure it's connected securely? Then they check and they're like, oh shoot, it wasn't plugged in the first place. Oh, I got it, I found the problem. Okay, bye. Yeah, you gotta give them an out. I think if you do it with the actual weapons and not the memories of it, it will allow you to create one that could sell. Correct. If you use two Unbound weapons, you get a version of Eternity that you can sell. That is correct. There's 2 people in town that want to talk to me. So much talent. You found so many Slormites. I name you Grand Master of the Guild of Slormatologists of Adriart. Nice to see such a dedicated member. I was doing just fine on my own. I was just doing a little gastronomic espionage inside those breaches. Well, now shoot. It's a well-attended place here. Hi, kid! Let's see. Dude, there's so many lines of stats. Oh my god. $135 raw damage. Took that one. You can click stats through stat panel to highlight items with those stats. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for, though. That's the problem. I don't know, like, what my goal is. I think elemental damage is kind of pointless, because I'm doing physical and poison. But outside of that, I don't know. I don't really care about thorns, because I'm not, like, getting in there and getting hit as, you know, I avoid that as much as I can. Can't go wrong with raw damage. Yeah, I just took an item that had that. Okay. Increase fire rate of plus 7. Oh wow, I could have had that much higher. Oh my god. Alright, that's it. We're broke. Royal Pawns. Girl gets some movement speed. Girl gets some movement speed. How was that? Bow of Benediction. New Slorm Reaper. Let's see. Plus max life multiplier. Whenever you should restore anyone's life, life restored is increased. Whenever you deal damage to any enemy with your primary or secondary skill, you have a chance to reset the cooldown time of all ancestral skills granted by this Slorm Reaper. Whenever you restore life to an enemy... Wait, what? Restore life to an enemy defected by necrotic curse spreads to another nearby enemy. What? Necrotic curse. Whenever you can cast necrotic curse on an enemy. Whenever cursed enemies should gain life, they lose life instead. Cursed enemies deal 20% increased damage. Target healing. Heal target hero, minion, or enemy for 1400. Life restored is equal to 50% of your max life. So you curse them and then blast them. Oh my god, this adds so many buttons. Rejuvenation. Apply rejuvenation, target hero, minion, or enemy, restoring life over 7 seconds. Life restored is equal to 100% of your max life. Can you do it on yourself? Radiant healing. Oh, this does way less damage. Oh, it might be just because of level. Never mind. You heal all heroes, minions, and enemies within a 2-yard radius of target area for 712. So hold on, 210 to 391. If I equip this... Yeah, the damage is terrible. Even with plus 23 levels. I guess just because it's all about healing. Okay. I mean, I could see that if you can heal yourself with this, that would be really good for like long drawn out fights, but otherwise... Alright. Hmm. 15% chance your rim every second. Let's try this out for a bit, and then turn that aura on. Try that. It's always funny equipping a Storm Reaper for the first time and it just going ding, 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 and just leveling up. I wonder if the Storm Reapers are, like, random when you find them? Or if, like, on this level, that Storm Reaper is always here kind of thing. I know we were saying this game doesn't have pet builds, but I kind of feel like I found one with these arrows. Just these tracking arrows. There's a couple Storm Reapers specific to locations, but most are random. Random with very few exceptions. Okay. There's a breach up here. Bullseye 3. Click to open achievement tab. Kill 10,000 enemies with the huntress. Oh, wow. missed a turn. We've arrived in the labyrinth. It scares me a little bit, but it's going to be okay. I think we're lost. I don't think we are. I think we're A-okay. What did I get? I assume gold, since it looked like it had gold, but I didn't see it say anywhere what I got from that. More gold. Sumptuous band plus 13. That was a white item. Why did it even show me that? I thought I had it set to disenchant all white items. Maybe since it has a plus on it, it thinks I should look at it. You clicked the plus thing for normal items. Did I? What was I thinking? Guess I need to fix that. Next mission. I've never ventured this far. There was an incident a few years ago. Mr. Olerin says it's called an anomaly. I don't know what it is, but it looks dangerous. Also, strange things happen when you get closer, so I don't go there. I mean, then who takes care of the garden over here? Because someone's trimming the edges. something yellow. What is this? Epic Giant Hunter Jagged Epaulets of Will. That's... that's a mouthful. Make sure retell how resistance maximum elevation. Plus 6 damage, plus 6% damage to elites. That part could be good. Wow, when you get set on fire, it lasts for a while. Sometimes I see the ghost thing following me, and in like those brief moments, I think it's a projectile and I'm trying to dodge it, and I hate it. It reads, "You're at the end of the road. Only madness awaits you in here. It's all over, milady. We have failed. Shall we get back to the village? Wait. On the side, I see small hand carvings, writings. I think it says 24231. What could it mean? 2, 4, 2, 3, 1. Did I not do that? Okay, I'm back at the beginning. Hold on. 2, 4, 2, 3. Oh, well, the arrows had to travel across the map from the other location. 1. We're getting closer to Mr. Olorin's anomaly. I'm a little bit afraid, but I'll try not to run away. You know, for a long time I thought I had to stay within that circle on the ground. And now I'm realizing I don't. I have no idea what the point of the circle is. Unless it's just decoration. The circle is a timer. There's a second circle in it that expands as you kill, and you can see your progress. So when it fills up, does that mean you fail, or when it fills up, you're done? Fills up is done. Got it. can't even see what's happening. There's too many explosions. I was like, man, I hope I'm winning. Oh, this is a riddle. I'm always hungry and will die if not fed, but whatever I touch will soon turn red. What am I? Fire. Oof, that is a long, slow chill, I think. Ah, they got me. See what the yellow thing was. Plus 194 evasion. Oh my god. Attack speed, crit chance, fork chance. I wonder if attack speed affects like the turret's attack speed? Because I'm not like standing still and shooting, you know? So it's not gonna affect me much. Overdrive damage. I don't remember what overdrive is. Oh. Sure, I'll try it out. Let's see, read. I have lakes with no water, mountains with no stone, and cities with no buildings. What am I? A map. Next. As for attack speed affecting the turret, I don't know. Minions and totems usually use your stats. If I had to guess, it does use it. Remember to use those signs. I don't know how to read them well, but it looks important. I follow these glowing tiles on the ground. Let's try it. Is Kata or Tempest Healer any good? Yes to both, yeah. Tempest can be a very solid healer and provide alacrity to its party. Catalyst can be a solid healer and provide quickness to its party. In my opinion, Catalyst has a higher skill ceiling. However, if you devote yourself to either one, you'll be able to handle it. No question. How difficult are raids and strikes to get into as pugs? I've done mythic raiding in WoW for a few patches. Strikes are extremely easy. Like, strikes are done by people who are afraid to go into raids, okay? They're very good, they're fun. It's just like you go in, there's boss, no trash mobs, kill boss, get out. You know, very simple. And the bosses are typically not too complicated. Now, there are a few strikes that have what's called challenge mode and legendary challenge mode. And those are some of the toughest fight in the entire game. But normal mode strikes are easier than almost every normal mode raid boss. Okay? And then, raids require a bit more coordination and, more time investment. Hey, Noxxi. Noxxi, you finished that Aurochs guide? I'm kidding. I know that's gonna take a couple days. Hi, your views on climate change. What? What? That first time chat. That's the first that you said at all? What? Sir, this is a Wendy's. I play video games. I am currently an 8-bit sprite shooting arrows. It's like going to a baseball game, walking up to someone, sticking a mic in their face, and be like, "How do you feel about automobiles?" Like, what? So we're here for baseball. Is there a correlation between violent video games and real-world violence? Are you just trying to, like, stir up trouble right now? Okay, you know what? I'll answer that one. There were tons of wars and horrible, horrible things that happened in the world before video games came about. I think humanity did an excellent job of being terrible and horrible people to each other before video games came about. Let's see. Okay, so it popped us back into town. I guess we can unload the bags. Let me see if I can find... There we go. Hi, kid. Do you have an item that needs to be reforged? Let's see. Deposit that. Okay, so let's go to this thing. Uncheck that thing, because that was a mistake. I think I'm just going to start also salvaging green items. And boop, boop. Okay. Let's see what we have left. Let's see. If anything, video games probably give more people an outlet for rage. Except League of Legends players. That game makes people angry. They go into it fine, they leave mad. Hopefully other games, they go into it mad and they can blow off some steam. Let's see, life regen. Alright, I think I'll use that. I'm playing that right now, lol. I don't know about all strike bosses being easier than all raid bosses. I think my exact words were all strike bosses are easier than nearly every raid boss, or almost all raid bosses, right? There are a few normal mode strikes that could be considered more challenging than a few normal mode raid bosses, but I'm talking generalities here. Let's see. +1 immortal arrow mastery. What? I don't know if I can do anything with that. I don't really think I need another immortal arrow mastery point. Legendary ring is only level 3. I think it's time to swap it out. Put it in storage or something. Hey, Mike, you won't believe it. I just got home, played some GTA 5 today, and then I tried to steal a car IRL, and it's such a lie. I tried to pull the guy out of the car, but the guy was twice my size. Unlike in GTA, it's so easy. Right after that, he tackled me to the ground and broke both my legs, and now I'm sipping soup through a straw, and I'm using a Mage to type and use chat. Yo, you got a Mage out of it? Yeah, there you go. So what you're saying is, worth it. Raw damage. Alright, where was the stash? Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Legendary set. What? Why is it so expensive? It's 100,000? Oh my god. Alright, that one's 1K. Good lord. Let's do that. Okay. Are electric vehicles better than gas-fueled vehicles? Wait. Are electric vehicles better than gas-fueled vehicles? I don't know. I've heard some... Okay, so, like, I love the idea of infinitely renewable resources, right? Like sunlight with solar and, you know, wind power and water power. I love the idea of that. For not infinitely renewable resources, I mean, nuclear is an insane amount of energy for very, very little waste. The thing is, I've heard so much of, like, I haven't done research on this, but I've heard about, like, solar panels requiring, like, crazy amounts of resources to make. So if you make a solar field, it takes a really long time to pay off the investment you used for all the panels. I don't know how much is true on that. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I will say, when it comes to automobiles, the biggest thing that I think is a waste is racing. We, like, I get some people are into it as a hobby, but, like, you know, like NASCAR and stuff like that, it's just, like, the amount of fuel and, like, tires and resources we, like, just literally just burn on those is, like, insane. I am against that sport just for resources that we spend in it. I'm not a fan of that. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, reinforce that. Reinforce that. Now, obviously, again, some people are really into it and they'll defend it to the grave, but it's, oh, they're making a left turn. Yeah, okay. Okay, we've reinforced... Oh, no, I missed one. Okay, we reinforced everything we can. Mug gets the weird people asking stupid off-topic questions. Here, I only get, hey, want some stream overlay or art people. Well, it's just one guy asking a lot of weird questions. And, yeah, obviously, like, honestly, the very first question, I'm pretty sure that they were just trying to, like, get me to say something spicy so they could clip it or not. But I'm taking the gamble. The Scarecrow. Should government prioritize environmental protection over economic growth? Pass. Enrique, here is Mr. Oleren's anomaly. Take care of yourself, milady. It's just a scarecrow, it's fine. Oh, those are projectiles. Okay, you can't hit those. Okay, so it has long periods of time where it's indestructible, apparently. When's it gonna be my turn? Okay, is there something in the room I need to interact with? Oh, there's like a... Okay, it's really fast. Okay, wait, no, I can't hit that either. What the heck? can't hit the pumpkin. I can't hit the scarecrow. I can't hit him. I can't hit the pumpkin. Maybe I need it. Do I get it into the poison? Do I need to somehow chase it into the poison? Okay, that seemed to work. I don't really know how I did that, but... Yeah, I'm not fully understanding this guy. This is an annoying fight. Alright, it does seem like I need to keep sending the pumpkins into him. I don't know, it's like if I hit the pumpkins enough, I can hurt him. Scarecrow's scarf. We better take it to Adam Nostros, he should like it. But I don't see any secret passageways to the castle around here. At least we found something to dress up old Adam. Let's go back to the king and decide what to do next. Okay. Oh, let's see. Should offshore oil drilling be expanded or reduced along U.S. coastlines? I don't know. I don't know enough about that. I am happy to tell you when I don't know enough about something, and I should not be giving my opinion on something. And honestly, I think other people should too. I think other people should be less vocal with opinions that they don't know anything about. I don't know anything about offshore oil drilling. Oh my god, pass. You said, oh my god, hold on, what was the thing I said pass on? Should governments prioritize environmental protection over economic growth? Okay, you want a real answer for that? They should be doing both of those things, but I don't think that either of those things are the most important things. Like, I live in the United States, where if I get in trouble and I have to call 911, I'm gonna get a bill for like $50,000. And it is gonna take generations for my family to pay that off, okay? Like, my number one thing, okay, like the government needs to worry about here is education and healthcare. I don't not necessarily free healthcare, but affordable healthcare. And like fixing the roads, right? Like all this other stuff, yeah, it needs to be done also. Like the government has multiple departments; it can work on multiple things at the same time. But those are not at the top of my list. You basically had to pick up pumpkins. The pumpkins teleport around the corner. That's it. Gotcha. Let's see. Muk, don't feed the trolls. No, I don't think this is that bad. I don't think this is that bad. Let's see. Across the board, let's see. Plastic band. I don't want to talk about plastic bands. How's the game? It's very fun. It's very fun. I've definitely found a build that I really enjoy, and I'm probably going to play this one to the end. But it's definitely the kind of game, like, there's so much depth to this. Like, hold on, where? I'm lost. One sec. There, this thing. Like, look at this. Putting a point in this line gives you like all of this, like, it's crazy. Currently, the lit up ones I have, the gray ones I don't, but you get a lot of stuff from focusing on things. Let's see. All right. ... What? You mean there was no secret passage? ... But it should have been where you went. My lord, it has not been used for centuries. Perhaps it has been covered by vegetation. That's possible. Enrique hasn't gardened there for ages. Then what? Is everything lost? I'm out of ideas. Maybe we should get our hands on some ancestral relic buried in an incongruous place that could help us. Isn't there an ancestral buried passage detector? Or maybe we could improve Pedro's shovel compass. Or maybe magic ancestral pickaxe forged in a steel with an appropriate name to make a hole in my door. Or an ancestral rope made of goatman hair to climb up the windows. Thank you. Of this damn castle. My lord, I'm not sure that... I know, Alistair. We're at a dead end. ... There is a passageway that leads from my restaurant to the castle. I use it to deliver the banquets. But I didn't dare suggest it to you. It has a strong sauerkraut smell. Jean-Pierre, you... What? Well, let's move on. Here's our solution. We'll go through the path that has a strong sauerkraut smell. Go to Jean-Pierre's restaurant without any further delay and use the passageway to get to the castle. Towards the throne room. Oh my god, better watch out. As for you, Jean-Pierre, a word. I'm living on the street. Okay. Let's see. Scarecrow scarf, it's beautiful. Congratulations, my friend. Here's a new ancestral stone for you. I don't know where you're going from now on, but you seem to have an eye for clothes that fit me perfectly. I'm trusting you to bring me something gorgeous. Okay. Still predicting he's gonna become like a boss or something with all the stuff we're giving him. Enter the royal wing. A smell of sauerkraut. Oh my gosh. There you are, you scoundrel. To make your way to the castle, you have to follow the path I take to deliver royal banquets. It smells bad, but not as bad as you. Wipe your feet before entering. Alright. You know, I think that guy, when he said, oh my god, pass, that he just left. Because I haven't seen him say anything since I came back and actually responded to him, so I don't think he heard my response. That chef is a bit of a jerk. A bit, yeah. He also looks like the Muppet Chef. Innkeeper. Well, here I am back from among the living. Thanks a bunch, lass. Are you the one trying to save everyone? You should come by the tavern later. Got a few bits of info that might come in handy. Anyways, enough chit chat. I can really go for a pint about now. See you later, lass. Alright. I'm still loving the oh my god pun. Yeah. Let's see. Did Lady Luck have anything interesting on the meal menu this week? Last week I copied hot dogs and meatloaf. See if y'all doing anything. Right now I'm just having a PB&J. Last week we had nuggets and tater tots. The name's Karanos, the tavern keeper I am, the proud owner of this here famous inn right in front of you. Wanted to see you cause I know things. These folks aren't aware of. I'm the eyes and ears of this town, you see. After all, plenty of things go down in a tavern. You know, I heard about what happened to poor old Brian. Sad business that, but listen to this. Rumor has it Brian and Elena, the king's daughter, they were getting cozy. Sharing sweet moments they were. Enrique spilled the beans. Saw him frolicking in the gardens. Brian, ... I'm telling you, because that got me thinking. Is that right after Brian got whacked? Wham! His lady love vanished into thin air. Quite the coincidence, ain't it? I ain't buying none of them choosing one or champion tales. I bet my bottom coin it's a tale of love and revenge. If I were you, I'd be looking in the direction of a jealous man. Find the jealous one and you'll know who poisoned Brian. But hey, I might just be yammering nonsense. Okay. Well, we're the one that poisoned him, but someone else handed us the thing to give him. Pal string. Oh, you scared me. What are you doing here? Me? The king asked me to bring him some items from the castle. Otherwise, it would be suspicious for me to wander around here. ... Yes, well, are you looking for the throne room? Alright then, proceed through the back kitchen until you find a staircase that will take you to the upper floor. Yes. From there, you can reach the trophy hall. There shouldn't be any monsters there at all. The trophy hall will lead you to the king's chamber just beyond throne room. Good. Luck. That's not sus at all. Well-shaped signet. I don't know. Love the enemies that are like bards. Let's see. Mug, have you come to a conclusion yet? Someone at a previous stream asked if you plan to play different demos and such on Steam Next Fest, and you said I'll have to think about that. When is that? When does it start? June Steam Next Fest date. Starts at June 16th. That's in 5 days. I mean, yeah, if we see any demos that look cool, I'm game. It starts on Monday. Monk, real political questions. If you had to vote for either Jackals or Flute for president, who would you vote for? Alright, so... this is like picking... neither of them are presidential material, right? This is like... picking between two cubes, which one best fits into the square, the circle-shaped hole. Okay? However, if I have to pick between them, I cannot, in good conscience, pick Jackals. Because Jackals has amnesia. Not her fault. However, I'm just imagining, like, what if we're at war, and then we sign a peace treaty, and the next day she forgets that we signed the peace treaty and shoots another missile. Right? Like, you can't have that as the president. Alright, let's see. Turret syndrome leveled up. Thanks, Mike. Now remembering that the next time I forgot, wait. Now remember that the next time I forget something a second after you say it. I mean, it doesn't make it any less annoying sometimes, right? Like, I already repeat things 1,000 times a day for chat. So, I mean, yes, I remember that you have amnesia. I try to accommodate that, but sometimes it's just like, you know? Probably better memory than the rest of the candidates. Thing is, I don't think most candidates have bad memory. I think they just lie. Oh, when I become president, I'm gonna and then they don't. It's a tale as old as time. Sandwich. Oh, it's you again. Me? Yeah, the king asked me to sweep the floors in preparation for his return. He wants everything to be clean. Haven't you encountered any ambushes on your way? Well then, keep going. Head in the right direction. He's the villain, chap. What a peculiar little character. That cat is the bad guy. I'm calling it now. If it's not the well-dressed guy in town. I gotta say, I feel like I've gotten so powerful, nothing can endanger me yet. I still don't know what happens when you die in this game. And I'm just like, walking through things. I need something to like check me. Trying to figure out how to go more west. That's not it. Mug, do you also do YouTube review shorts of these indie games? I feel like it'd be a great niche evergreen content. I tried to. It takes a lot of effort to make the review videos. Like for example, I recently just decided I wasn't gonna do one for Doom: The Dark Ages. Just because of time. But yeah, I would be game to do it. Like, it's, as you said, it's niche. Like when I do a review video for Baldur's Gate 3, it's one of 1,000 reviews on Baldur's Gate 3. And maybe it does well, but when I do a review video on something like this, it's sometimes the only one. So it sometimes does pretty well over time. But typically, I do the reviews after I finish the game, so I need to do that. Or at least finish the story mode, because this game seems like one that's going to have like infinitely repeatable content at the end. So when I say finish, I mean like, you know, try all the game modes at least once. Kronos, I reckon all sorts of wanderers come to wet their whistle in my noble establishment from time to time. Sometimes they talk, and some of them are mighty knowledgeable, I tell you. They know things they do. Once there was a fellow who claimed to be a historian, yes sir, he spun me a tale of the real deal. Seems like it ain't the first time old my god has come around, you know, yes sir. They say it's the 4th time. But them folks who write them books, they ain't too keen on discussing it much. Seems to frighten the common folk, you see. So the power of the champion of Ara, the same power that Mr. Brian McRipt possessed, is said to be passed on when the champion kicks the bucket. But it gets passed on random-like, you know, to someone from the kingdom. You gotta prove yourself worthy, I reckon. And word on the street is that the only champion of Ara can defeat Oh My God. So we better find out real quick who ended up inheriting them champion powers, or there's gonna be trouble, mark my words. I learned all this by reading the inscriptions at the Champion Sanctuary near Old Adam Nostris. Oh, yes, sir, I can read. Didn't understand everything, but it sure seemed important. Alright. Alright. His Majesty's Chamber. And you again? You're not dead yet? Oops. Yes, congrats, you're not dead. I'm very happy. Keep going in that direction, it's safe. No danger. Straight ahead to the throne room. He does have a very, very suspicious behavior. That's cool, chess piece thing. I'm gonna get hit. Yeah. Their attacks are getting a whole lot more interesting. The reason I do that is to get this buff back up to 5. The strength of the Wandering Arrow is increased by how many instructions it last had. King's Doctor. How strang that scoundrel? Why did he mock us? The skill in your second act ancestral slot costs 24% less. Skills in your other ancestral slots cause 0% less. This effect is equal to 5% for each equipped jewel. What are my ancestral slots? Is it just these right here? Are these ancestral slots? Complete damage reduction, max life. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's 3 savagery. Sure. Okay. You know what's funny? The wandering arrows in this little sprite game have better AI than I think the Guild Wars 2 pets. No, it's not a one-to-one comparison, but still. Okay. 2 people in town want to talk to me. I have a theory to share with you. Let's see. Actually, oh my god, needed that guy Brian McRib to bite the dust so that his power could be passed on to someone in this kingdom. Someone new to the job, not as strong as McRib. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you know? By the way, speaking of a stone, care for a stout? Well, what was I saying again? Oh yeah. Then all he had to do was capture all the folks in the kingdom and wait to see who would inherit the champion's power. It may sound wacky, but I don't understand why they would have captured all of us otherwise. Then, all the villagers came back. Except Elena, the king's daughter. Maybe Elena inherited the champion's powers? And oh my god is absorbing all her newfound powers. But hey, don't pay too much attention to what I'm saying. I probably had too much to drink, so I'm likely just babbling nonsense. Well, look who's here. Take a look at what I found. A letter. It should interest you. It's dated a few weeks before Mr. McRib's death. Old Adam said he found it on a bench near my tavern. I kept it because I found the verses rather pretty. Verse? A poem. It says, again and always my heart's in pain because of Elena and Brian it's plain. This time I've decided I'll take some action. I'll join forces with Oh My God for the champion subtraction. Once I've accomplished this wicked deed, Elena and I will be united indeed. To live without Brian, a well-deserved glee, a happiness long awaited for all to see. It's ridiculous. This author has no talent. I don't know any poets in Adriart, but I know plenty of talentless folks. Where do we even begin? Next to the poem, there's that weird drawing. I think it's Mr. Brian, and oh well, he's being subjected to multiple acts of violence. The name Brian is written and crossed out all over the letter. There's also the name Elena circled in a little heart nearby. And it's signed P. There you have it. Hope it can be of use to you. Okay. Hello, Pal Strang has disappeared, so the king asked me to replace him. Maybe he will never come back. Anyway, are you ready to embark on an expedition? Nope, not at the moment. So Pal Strang did everything evil, chat. That's what I'm getting from this. Let's do that. All right. Royal Wing. One sec. I'm getting my blanket. Getting cold. Okay. Breach. Yellow helmet. Yeah, that's not bad. Stop it. Have you tried out the crafting system yet? No. I figured out salvaging. I figured out reinforcing. I don't think I've seen crafting. Yeah, I'm guessing that's at the blacksmith or the other guy possibly that does the reinforce. Am I still happy with determination? Max life, mana regen, elite damage reduction, crit, I remember I started putting points in this because I was having mana issues, but I'm not spamming spells as much anymore. While in combat, as long as the last skill you cast is a totem, you gain a totemic dexterity stack every second, granting you 1% totem increased effect. Otherwise, you lose a totemic dex stack per second. So if you just only use your totem, it will be 60% stronger. Stacks up to 60 times. So that's it right there. So if I play like this, then I'm gonna get punished for actually using my other buttons. But the totems can get up to 60% stronger. So now we're using turret mancy. Oh, new Reaper, what up? The most powerful bow? Really? It says, well, the damage output is fairly decent. A victim. Max is at 3,000 damage. Okay. Big number. Big numbers. Something blue just dropped. Hold on. What was that? Pick that up. The crafting thing is at the smith. I saw you see it right at the end of this yesterday's stream. Roger that. Well, not yesterday, but I guess last time. I didn't play this yesterday. So it was my yesterday. What? Okay, fine. She looks so derpy when she's been, what is it called? Max Delighted. Alright, we've got 60 stacks, so the turret's doing 60% more damage and range, I think. Palstring, the infamous one. He's the one behind all this. Brian McRipped, reduced to a small blue orb of light, serving and incompetent. You'll serve as my bedside lamp once I'm done with you. Can you see me? Of course, you wretch. I thought poisoning your protein shake would take care of you, but it seems the power of the champion has protected you. But why? Oh my god, promised me Princess Alina once his ritual was complete. Without you around, she would have eyes only for me, it's obvious. Oh, come on. What? Oh, she's right here. Now that the champion powers she inherited have been extracted by Oh My God, we're free to leave. Once I ensure your total annihilation and that of your partner. Let's finish this. Lord, oh my god, I need more power. One last time. It is done. My power is limitless. Bring it on. phase 3. Alright. That was easy. Let's see. Epic Thorny, great strap of intensity. Evasion, your fire duration, thorn duration, element protection. No, I don't think so. Don't think so.
Karakun0014 aided my stream with 1 viewers.
Kuro, thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Life regen, tenacity. It has more life regen. Sure. Alright. Pal Strength's hat. It's not the best time to discuss fashion, but I believe we should return it to old Adam Nostris. Who knows? You might have one of those ancestral stones for us. What horrors I've experienced. Well, what are you waiting for? I'm a damsel in distress, so I kindly ask you to help me get out of here. Karoth Kun, I love TDS. Yes. It nailed it for sure. Defeat the traitor. Complete the royal wing. Alright. Alright, let's go over here. Let's see. Salvage, reforge, merge, Filtertron. Reforge. Is this what you were talking about? Reforge all scores. Reforge normal. Reforge is craft. Doesn't that just change the numbers though? Alright, so like normal is like armor and LE damage, right? 228, 142. Now it's 202 and 174. Yeah. Stats is stats, score is score. Okay, so that just changes the numbers. Scores is numbers, Reforged stats changes words. Where's Reforged stats? Salvage, merge, filter. I don't see a Reforged stats. The one you're on? Oh, oh god, it's in like really dark text. Oh my god, my terrible eyes, I couldn't even see that. Reforged normal stats. Okay. So... Oh, there's more down here. Lock evasion. Lock LE resist. Reforged defense. Oh my god, there's a scroll bar. Okay. Sure. Okay. Alright. Let's see. We're supposed to talk to the guy about the hat. Champion overall, always die in a ridiculous way. It's really fun. Kinda cursed. Do you want to hear one of their stories? It never disappoints. Sure. Here's my favorite. Hans Brunel the Wise had vowed to shave his beard only if he were defeated. After a few decades, he broke his neck when his feet got caught in it. I must be careful. I have a rather prominent beard myself. Okay, don't see an option to give him the hat. Alina, my daughter, what happened? Father, it was horrible. I found myself in a sordid place. With him. The Slormy? Oh my god, the Slormancer? Exactly, him. And at one point, I started radiating and feeling powerful. The innkeeper was right. She's the one who inherited my champion powers. That's what Oh my god has been seeking all along. This evil man then said he had been waiting for this for a long time. I found it disgusting, so I told him off. Then he placed me in a strange contraption to extract my power, he said. It lasted a very long time. Afterward, he handed me over to Palstrang with a satisfied look, and then the adventurer arrived to save me. He gave Palstrang a good beating, then we returned. What matters is that you're safe and sound. Adventurer, a word, please. If what my daughter says is true, then oh my god, now possesses the power of the champions of Ara. It has never happened before. It's a catastrophe. The seal on the door is gone. Oh, it's true. It looks like an invitation. Perhaps we should try knocking? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Sure, why not? Oh, dang it, that reset it. Let's see. Okay, it's back up to 5. Knock, knock. The door is open. We're here. It's the final showdown. Are you ready? Dot dot. Hold on a minute. This all seems too easy. Perhaps we should discuss it with old Adam Nostris first. He'll know what to do. After all, he knows everything there is to know about the powers of the champion of Ara. It's worth a try. Let's pay him a visit. What if I don't want to pay him a visit? Oh, I can't interact with the door. I have to pay him a visit. It's you. You're saying you defeated Palstring, and that the champion's powers were taken by Oh my god, and that you wish to confront him. My dear friends, I must stop you right there. You have no chance. Oh my god is a tremendously powerful enemy. I know this because I have faced him before. But back then, he hadn't taken possession of the champion's powers. It's hard to say how much stronger he has become. But one thing is certain, you are not ready. Let's talk about more realistic things instead, like this magnificent hat you found. I don't know who described we should only wear one hat when two are certainly better than one. We should start a trend. Is it for me? That's very kind. Here's another ancestral stone. Dot dot dot. Well, as for oh my god, we will need a plan. I need some time to think it over. Ancestral stone. He now has 2 hats on. Alright. You know, I was going toward this, but this doesn't affect the turret, and now I'm just casting the turret. Thanks for another great stream. See you, Joggles. I don't know. I think the imbue works with the turret. It says your primary and secondary skills. And the turret is not the, I mean, isn't primary slot, secondary slot, support slot. So if I read it as written, it would not. I mean, this gives attack speed and armor, but I don't know if Ellie Pin's gonna help me, but... Is this PoE? It's just a small helping of PoE as a treat. Oh, I didn't take anything in this row. Doesn't affect me, doesn't affect me. Barely affects me. Light arrows, shot by ballistas within 2 yards from you. Inherit your projectile modifiers, additional projectile fortunes. Whenever you cast Turret Syndrome, its cooldown time is reduced for each stack. Oh, that would actually be good, because I'm actually getting Serenity a lot now. That would be really good. Okay. I had a few seconds to reconsider the situation with Oh My God. A few seconds. He seems to be comfortable in the castle, which makes me believe there's no rush. With my help and a little training program, you should be able to confront him in no time. But you have to follow the steps meticulously. There are no other options but to make you much stronger. It won't be easy, but it's doable. Get to the big panel in front of the castle where I've put together a series of trials to help you prepare. Come back to me once you've completed a few of them. Read. Adam Nostrus's trials. The realm of Ardriot. What? Reach a total of 50 influence. What is influence? Defeat 15 battlefield bosses. What is a battlefield boss? Reach level 50. Working on it. Get a Slorm Reaper to 50. Working on it. Reinforce an item to 6. Kind of working on it. Upgrade an ultimatum to 3. I don't know what that is. Upgrade a Reaper rune to 3. I don't know what that is. Okay. They need some tooltips here. They need some flippin' tooltips here. You want to take a look at expeditions available. Okay. Battlefield journey, boss events, no boss event. Yeah, boss events. So is all that stuff influences like reputation, closing rifts on a battlefield goes influence. Okay. All right, so I did tier 0. That's easy. Let's go to Wrath 2 and see how it feels. So is it just expeditions to level this stuff up, I guess? Elder Slorm.
Hey, look, it's the tree of birds. How are you?
Hi, Bertree. I got some purple something, I don't know what. Oh wow, yeah, the cooldown of the turret is much shorter now that I've stacked this up. Which means I'm gonna be able to have many more of them out in an extended fight. Engineer builders go. Purple something is Elder Slorm, it comes from elites. Is it only from expeditions? Because considering I never found it until now. At this point, since I'm not, like, directly clicking on enemies anymore, I kind of feel like I'm playing God of Weapons. For anyone who remembers that one. Let's see. I think the mechanism to unlock it is to come to an expedition. It does show up in other modes. Not sure about story, though. Next floor. Let's get that. And a yellow item. I would craft movement speed on your boots, belt, and cloak. It makes it feel better. I will take that into consideration. Glad you're enjoying it. I am definitely enjoying it. Let's see. Let's head home and take a look at if the progress bars have moved at all. Oh, wow. Alright, read. 50 influence, battlefield boss. No, I'm trying to talk to him. I think you found enough ancient Slorm for your first expedition. I found some myself you can use. I hope we find answers there, because destroying the indestructible and unbreakable seal is one thing, but defeating oh my god is quite another. I don't share the king's enthusiasm regarding your chances of success. Let's hope we can get our hands on some artifact that will help us turn the tide, but that won't be easy either. The Slorm Temple has a formidable defense system. We'll have to be quick when we get there. You two talk to Palstring. I just killed Palstring. I've shown him the location of the Temple of Slorm. I'll meet you there. What? What? What are you talking about? We just killed Palstring. Okay. This guy's being weird. You're supposed to get Elder Slorm 10 quests ago? You know what I'd like to do? Return to my old forge and do a little forging. It's a wonderful place. It's warm, the lava flows beautifully, and my tools are always perfectly polished. The problems are the monsters. Thousands of them have risen from the depths, so it's impossible to go alone. If only someone would help me get there. A brave and blameless adventurer. No one? ... I can upgrade these Slorm Reapers of yours if you come with me. Alright, we're coming. That's the spirit. Ask Palstring to send you to the Great Forge. Palstring's dead! Come on, let's go. I'll meet you there. Oh my god. Increased totem effect. Ooh. There are several expeditions that require your attention and you're ready to go. Slorm Temple is now accessible. And the Great Forge. The mysteries of the Slorm Temple. Progress through the temple. Single floor per expedition. Exit before the Keeper finds you. Wrath levels are not available. Objective, outlast waves of enemies. Survive as long as you can. No loot on enemies. Fill your war chest with rewards. Open it before it's too late. Customizable Wrath. Cataclysm's not available. Elder Slorm costs 193. Not enough Elder Slorm. I can't even hold 193. What do you mean? Okay, I can't do that yet. Alright, so Slorm Temple. Fine. So this is the famous Slorm Temple. It's nice and shiny. You should learn from this, Brian. Last time I was in your hut, it smelled like a stable. ... The place looks quiet for the moment, but don't be fooled. Once the Slorm Temple detects an intrusion, its defense mechanisms activate. We will then have a little time to finish exploring the place and run away before it wakes up. The Guardian, the ultimate defense of the temple, a 30-foot-high behemoth, made of stone, immortal, and colossal power. That's what I read in my old grimoires. ... Well, what are you waiting for? Go explore. I don't really know what we're looking for, but there's not much anyway, so it should be easy to find. Defense mechanism of the Slorm Temple has been activated. Fights are going to be more challenging. A timer is started. Finish the area before the time runs out or face the wrath of the Keeper. Okay. Where's the timer? Oh, top right. I see it.
No Name Found raided my stream with 15 viewers.
Hello, No Name. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Welcome. We're currently trying out a little game called the Slormancer. It's been pretty fun so far. It's kind of like Diablo and the roguelike at the same time. The Slorm Temple contains pure Slorm. Very valuable to me. By manipulating it, I can provide you with improvements that will help our progress. We're going to need a lot more pure Slorm, so I suggest you continue exploring the temple. You can't buy much right now, but I can show you the upgrades that are available. Would you like to see them? This tab lets you purchase various upgrades related to Elder Slorm, Pure Slorm, and Pure Stats using Pure Slorm. Okay. So max capacity, find, Pure Stat max score, Pure Stat chance, Temple Defenses Awakening, Transform Price. Okay. Alright. Can we get capacity? Not yet. Okay. Next floor. Okay, path to the right. Keeper has awakened. New weapon. Bow of the Wicked Snare. Increased area effect, additional projectile rebound chance. Whenever you cast an area of effect or an ancestral seal, you also trigger multiple area projectiles from the border of the area that move toward its center, piercing and doing a lot of damage, skill damage to enemies hit. The number of projectiles based on the size of the area up to 16. The duration of every projectile is increased by 1%. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, doesn't really sound like something that would affect how I'm playing. Hold on, we left a gold thing back there. Kind of want to see the big thing that's hunting me down. I'm wondering how strong it is. Oh. Here's Slorm. 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 Let's see. Max capacity. Okay. Slorm. Defense mechanisms now activated. Magic light armor. That floor is done. Check his other tabs too. Reach floor 10 to unlock this tab. Reach floor 10, reach floor 15, reach floor 50. Wow, what great tabs. I'm so glad you told me to check these tabs. Oh my god, I just spent it all. I didn't know I had to spend it in order to take the portal. What the hell? Hold on, can I refund it? I can't. Now I have to leave. I did not realize you had to spend Slorm to go down a floor. Okay. Slorm Temple. Not enough Elder Slorm. Oh my god, so stupid. Okay. So hold on. So I need Elder Slorm to get in this. So I gotta do Battlefield again. Alright. Let's go to difficulty 3. Yellow bracelet. 4 turrets out. I've never had this many out at once. And counting. Can I see how much purple Slorm I'm currently holding? Is that on the screen somewhere? Material tab on the right. $76. Okay. The wrong way. This will probably be the last floor I have time for today. That auto pickup materials setting that you guys told me about earlier today is so good. After picking them all up manually up until now. Earlier today, I told you about that last time you turned it on. Auto pickup material. Was it last time? What was the one? What is this? We changed some settings today. I might be getting it confused with the settings we changed today with the camera. In any case, it's a great setting. I think we can probably agree on that. Reminds me of when Grim Dawn added auto pickup materials, but it was after the game had been out for years, and it was like, oh yes. What game? This game is called the Slormancer. The game that I just mentioned that I was talking about in passing was Grim Dawn. I'm not sure which one you're asking about. That annoying little beam of light keeps tapping me, slowing me down. Okay. Oh, shoot. I meant to do the exit. No. I meant to exit. All right, I gotta make an exit. Wow, I was like perma slowed there, could not move. Wow, that kill streak in the bottom right. By the way, Mike, you were wrong. Steam Next Fest already begun. It ends June 16th. Oh, okay. I googled it. I guess I got the wrong date. All right. I'll have to look into that. I'll look into that off stream. See how that goes. 'Cause I've never participated in it before, so I've got a little bit of learning I need to do. One thing I haven't figured out yet is sometimes the remains of these portals, it lets me make a portal on them, and other times it doesn't. I'm not really sure the why. Like, why I can sometimes and why I cannot sometimes. So this one will let me. Alright, and head home. You can make portals when there are 5 or less rifts remaining. Okay, got it. That's why. Alright. Alright, waka 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 waka. Alright, so I've learned a little bit here. So we need to do battlefield expeditions to get purple stuff. We use the purple stuff and we go to the Slorm temple to get the white stuff. Then we use the white stuff to increase our stockpile of purple stuff. Then we use purple stuff to also go to the Great Forge to get other stuff. I don't know the other 2 layers to this yet. Reach level 50, working on it. Get a Slorm Reaper to 50, working on it. Reinforce an item, working on it. I don't yet know what these 2 are, and I don't know what these 2 are. I assume Battlefield Boss is just, like, inside those rifts. Yeah, it's, and then, yeah. We're still figuring out the other things. Okay. Alright. Cool. With that, still having fun playing this game. Still really neat. I am out of time though, chat. I'm going to save our progress here. I think it just saves automatically. Fingers crossed. And we will pick it up from there next time. Alright, chat, thank you guys for a wonderful morning stream. I hope y'all had fun. A few plugs on my way out. If you're new to my channel, my name is Muck. I stream every evening and every weekday morning. I'll be back in about 5 hours for the evening stream tonight. Going to be looking into the Next Fest stuff and see if there's any good demos that we might want to try this evening. We did one the other day for Dispatch, which was a lot of fun. And after demos, or if I don't find any that I have got my eye on, we're going to be working more on Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. We've got a playthrough of that going that's been really, really good. And perhaps perhaps even the Baldur's Gate 3 honor mode run where we're trying to see if we could beat the game without dying. Yeah, that's the plan. You guys have a great rest of your day. As always, please hit follow if you're watching me on Twitch for the first time, or subscribe if you're on YouTube for the first time. These are links to both my YouTube channels if you want to see all the videos I make. Some went out today. And a special thank you to our patrons. They keep this channel alive with their support. Could not do this without them. And with that, I am going to find someone to raid just to support another content creator. If you're still going to keep watching on Twitch, then stick around. And looks like Fandrel's live. Fandrel's good people. Hang on just a second. I will raid him. He's doing Guild Wars 2 stuff. Looks like he's in Fractals right now. So I will see you guys over there, and I will be back tonight. See ya.
Months, only half finished with Path of Fire, playing